Bartiz is the nastiest, most vile person I've seen on this Netflix screen. Worse than the Tinder swindler. Worse than freaking, what's that man's name? What was that man's name on Love is Blind 2? Shake. Bartiz? Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love is this is not Love is Blind. What show is this? Perfect Match. Season 1, episode 10 and 11. You guys were not lying. You guys were like, girl, wait till you get to episode 11. He's disgusting. It's gonna be at the end, so I'm sorry, y'all just gotta wait through this review, or just skip to the end if you want to hear my thoughts about Bartiz. So yeah, before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So Joey and Carousel win the compatibility challenge. However, in the challenge, Abby and Bartiz realize maybe we're not on the same page about a few things.
It takes me a long time to really want to commit to something because I know what commitment looks like. I fuck with you. That's what my true meant. False to me was like, okay, I don't want to see like where this is going.
I feel like I just like embarrassed this girl, and it's so tough because I know we feel the same way, but we just answer differently.
I'm here just like, Abby, you put your faith in Bartiz, and I said this, guys, I wrote these notes at the top of the episode 10. I didn't even know what was going to happen in episode 11. Oh my God, you never trust a man like Bartiz, ever. Francesca and Damien also learned that they're misaligned on a lot of things.
I did.
She did.
You said yes to an open?
Did you get that
oh
right?
My God,
No, I got that wrong. I said no, she wouldn't.
I just couldn't have a penis for the rest of my life. Oh, just one penis? Like, I couldn't. There's no way. I've had probably 1,000 threesomes.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
Threesomes are the fucking best.
Sounds like it.
Child, if coochies could fall off, Francesca's would. That was so mean. Did that come across like slut shaming? I think it did. That's not what I meant. Is it? I don't know. But I'm just like, this girl seems like a sheet demon compared to Damien, who's like the vanillas of most. He's the vanilla bean child, just the most natural form of vanilla. So I don't even understand how they became these friends with a blur, let alone wanting to pursue a relationship at all, because they are just so different. But here we are today. Like I said, when it comes to Joey and Carousel, the next move would not be marriage, but maybe cohabitating, and they would agree.
And it wasn't a good history, you know?
It wasn't a terrible history.
I mean, it was great. Like, when it was great, it was great. But when it was bad, you know, it was bad. You know, you ghosted me before we could get...
I didn't ghost you. I didn't ghost you. I think we can talk about moving in together.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
In this day and age, it's so normal for couples to live together before being engaged, before being married. Some people don't even get to that point. They're either just common law or they're just forever boyfriend and girlfriend. Actually, no, that would be common law. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So I think if they're really trying to test, okay, can we make this kind of relationship work? Maybe live together. I would say legally binding each other wouldn't be the best thing to do, considering the fact that y'all haven't ironed out anything. To our knowledge, they haven't ironed out anything regarding their past, what didn't work then, what has changed now, what efforts have they put in to make sure that they're ready for marriage, if marriage is on the table for them, and in marriage, what are the roles, how is that going to play out? Like, there's just so many conversations that need to be had between the two of them. I don't think that they've had them, so maybe just try living together, because I think that's going to show you very quickly whether or not it's going to work out. So they get to pick the two last people, allegedly, to come into the house. And here goes Carousel again, asking Joey if he wants to go on a date. You guys are in a relationship. Go on a date with who for what? Why? Where? All the W's, child. Who, what, when, where, and why. Whatever. They end up bringing in Nick and, what was the girl's name? Elsie.
I recognize her immediately. In person, her eyes are just like piercing.
Not getting any better.
And you're consistent though. Consistently bad, but...
I'm just like looking in her eyes.
Okay, so...
Oh, that's good. What are you like looking for?
Good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Nice smile.
Aw.
Elsie was this close to missing out on her stipend, child. She was so close. They gave that girl a pay day, okay? Yeah, Elsie was definitely making it very clear that she's into Bartise. There's no guesswork that has to be done there. However, with Nick, I'm like, is he playing hard to get, or is this just how Caucasians flirt? I'm sorry, I'm on smoke today, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm just like, Nick, like, are you even attracted to her? Because, like, if you're not, that's okay. But don't, like, say that you are and then be playing nonchalant. Like, it's weird. After the date, Bartise said that the entire time his mind was stuck on Abby. Allegedly. So, Elsie, you would think, is left without a partner. Well, no. Because before coming onto the show, Nick and Elsie have had a little exchange, and he has been interested.
Wow, it's been so long since someone said my
Daddy
name.
Nick to you, sir.
It is Daddy Nick to me. I'm glad we met finally. I mean, after you were like in my DMs, like.
Oh, love to just have Nick magically fall in love with me.
I could kind of see it working because they already have a rapport prior to the show. He's nonchalant. She's very chalant. Okay, very chalant. It could be like a yin and yang. That could be the balance that works. Maybe, who knows? I don't feel like Nick is the type to want a serious relationship. I think he just likes being desired, and maybe that doesn't happen. So yeah, Chloe and Georgia have written raps that detail the fact that the men that they are partnered with could be their perfect match. Some of them are falling in love, child. I said, ooh, okay.
In a house full of males, you have the sickest nails. Thanks for being such a catch. I've definitely found my perfect match. You make me insane in the membrane. This is a rap to show my love for you. It's never been more true. I can say I found my perfect match, and I'm falling in love with you.
Falling in love that quickly again, it's a lot to handle.
You'd almost say it was too hot to handle. Guys, I'm just trying to make it through. This is so painful. Anyways, Elsie tells Shane that the whole Mitch sitch. No, I need to stop. This is what I need to do. I need to entertain myself so that I can be entertained by this show, because this show is just crazy. She's like, yeah, I would be insecure about that situation. Girl, who are you? Go shut up and sit in your corner. Like, what? How are you going to bring in your insecurities, put them on somebody else, and then have that person internalize them? Because now here goes Shane. You know what? That was a bad situation. And how dare you spill water on me? And how dare you celebrate being matched with Mitch? And it turned into a whole situation that didn't need to be a situation. And off the heels of the girl just telling you she's falling in love with you in front of everybody? Come on. Shane now goes and throws a freaking a temper tantrum.
I don't think I want to talk about in the morning, then.
You don't want to talk to me in the morning?
Yeah. She ditched me with her ex-boyfriend and jumped in the pool and splashed me.
Shane, what is wrong with you? It's like, what is wrong with you?
You were with two people before her. That's the whole thing of this.
I didn't leave her for someone else.
If you have felt this way for a while, why not address your concerns at the time, or at least shortly after? It has been how long since the Mitch situation happened? And now Shane wants to have a problem with it after Chloe has already professed her feelings for him. Like, it's just like, come on. And that's the problem with a lot of these people, especially when they're rekindling relationships or things that could have been potential but never went anywhere. They want to make it seem like everything was great prior to coming in, so we're just continuing a previous relationship, when no, there were issues beforehand that have yet to be ironed out. There has not been any development. There's not been any growth. There's not been any change. There's not been any compromise, nothing. So of course, the same behaviors, the same red flags, the same issues between you guys are going to resurface because you never worked them out to begin with. Shane is now going to talk about, well, my last relationship really scarred me, and what does that have to do with her? What does that have to do with her? He also says something else. What did he say? Oh, he's only reacting this way because he cares. Therapy. Go to it. So even though Nick said that the last two arrivals would be the last people coming into the villa, everybody else has come now. all the rejects, okay? And apparently their presence is supposed to stir things up and give one last test to the couples, but they can also couple up as well. It didn't make no sense to me.
I see his wandering eyes. He may be sitting next to Francesca, but he's looking at me. I think it's funny how I threaten her when I just sit there and exist. Do you work out? Oh, nice.
That's a good fit. I like it.
Thank you.
Don't disrespect me like that, you piece of shit.
Are you not tired, Savannah? Do you not get bored of being the antagonist? Is it the antagonist all the time? I think because the protagonist, that's the good person. So antagonist got to be the bad person. Aren't you tired of being the antagonist all the time? Is Francesca really worth it for you? Like, you know it's a dead end pursuit to be going for Damien. That man don't want you. You're only doing it to piss Francesca off. And Francesca, I don't know. Francesca just didn't make no damn sense to me. We suffered this entire season with it being Francesca Island just for the episode to end with, let me talk about it. Let me just talk about it now. The episode, continued on with Damien saying that he wants to make Francesca his girlfriend. Yeah? Francesca has been screaming up and down, Damien's her perfect match, her perfect match, her perfect match. But now she's saying, I don't think we're going to work on the outside. The outside that y'all have already been on, the outside that you've already decided doesn't work out before coming into this villa, getting together, expressing the icks that you have for this man, getting back with him anyways, just for you to say it's not going to work on the outside that you've already been at, might I say again? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. They both left the villa. Y'all know, duh. It was never going to work. We didn't believe in our Love is Blind. We didn't believe in Now a Perfect Match. So I don't understand. Anyways, the Francesca fan club has a meeting of the minds. And Abby decides, no, I found my person. I'm going to stick with him.
Francesca is obviously my personal fan favorite, but math is not going to line up. When you first showed up with Francesca, you wouldn't stop talking about her.
Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, that's Francesca. I was just like on top of the world.
Cool, you want to make out? No, I'm kidding.
I went into this night wanting to match with Bartiz at the end of it, so I'm kind of swerving everyone.
Well, poor you, sweetie, because here comes Izzy. Izzy feels like she has unfinished business with everybody she's been partnered with. I don't know if she said that with Shane, because didn't she have a little stint with Shane too? Did she? I think so. But she didn't go there. She went to Nick. Nick was like, you're not really on my list right now. And then she went to Bartiz, who, like I said, is very excitable. I said this in earlier episodes. I still feel the same. He was like this in the pods too, child. Ain't shit changed. So now Bartiz is like, you know what? I am going to keep the door open with you, Izzy. Let me go tell Abby. Boy, nothing could have prepared me for this conversation.
Highly likely, probably likely, I am thinking of you.
You're gonna look like such a dick.
You're concerned about how you look. Oh, I can look a certain way. My mom's so fucking mad at me. My sister's gonna have this opinion of me, and now you're here. Trust me, that's how.
You're using my words against me now.
I know. I don't give a fuck how I look.
You are the shit stain permanently embedded in an incel's drawers. Unwashable. Unwashable. You will forever be Dookie. He is trash. Absolute trash. Because you know how this woman feels for you, and you could have kept it at that. Let's just talk about the feelings that we have for each other. No. You're gonna go and resurface her mother trauma that she has. For what reason? There was no gain whatsoever. Like, it was so vindictive, so like, he is sick, twisted, and disgusting. It would I'm not even a fan of Abby. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. But don't you ever bring up somebody's traumas like that. Ever. Because if you really want to do this, we could do this, Bartiz. There are people out here who could probably just disintegrate your life in one moment, in one TikTok. And you want to go and talk about people like this? No, you got no. That no. Maybe I'm reading into it too much because of the love that I have for my mother. But if anybody ever brought my mother into any conversation, lock me up preemptively because you don't want to see what I could do. Just lock me up from now. Lock me up for my thoughts. Lock me up for my thoughts. Oh, he's I got one more episode, child. One more, and I never want to see this man on my screen ever again. As always, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Oh my goodness, guys, I cannot get over that.